Moistcr1tikal and Rizzo.
Yeah, where's like the applause?
Baby, that's what I've been waiting for.
Aren't there any fans in the room?
Well, they do for Moist Esports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Settle down.
Pipe down.
Settle down.
So many reporters in here.
Hey, got a question over here. Question.
Is there anybody else who has a question?
Yeah, Paul Post, New York Times. Why'd you join Moist Esports, Rizzo?
I'll answer that for him. We gave him the best deal. He knew this was the future. Next.
I love them, and they're very nice and cool. Can I please go now?
All right, Gertrude Peaches.
Yeah. Was it actually a misinput?
Oh no. It was a bounty. So I lied to that guy, and I didn't even get the money for it.
You didn't get the 200 KGB.
I did not.
Do you feel slighted?
Nope. It worked out all in the end, and I don't really play Siege much anymore, so it's a nice legacy to leave.
All right, this.
Oh, he didn't call on you.
Yeah, that guy.
What makes Moist? This is for both of you. What makes Moist Esports different than the other orgs?
I'll take over that one for you, Charlie. Moist Esports represents fun. A lot of orgs are boring, and they have a bunch of old people.
Mm-hmm.
Moist Esports is hip and cool.
The oldest person on our staff is like 28.
I've got a really serious question. So a few people took note that we were wearing some cool stuff in the stream the other day.
Oh my.
And they wanted to know where they could buy it.
Oh, that's moistglobal.com. I know what they're talking about.
All right, so
Yeah, I only laughed because I was outraged that they wouldn't know that it's
Right.
at moistglobal.com.
And what can they get on moistglobal.com?
Everything.
Wow.
Like anything you can imagine.
Like jerseys, hats,
Mhm.
sweatshirts, shirt. Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Goddamn right. Buck Wagner, The Observer.
I gotta know, why is Charlie a plat?
I don't play enough. If I put more hours into the game, I'd definitely be up there in the Grand Champs at the very least, I'd say. Probably not SSL. I don't have that kind of killer instinct, but I think I could comfortably fit in with the Grand Champ lunch
don't
table.
be too down on yourself. I would put you at SSL. Give it a few hours, 3, maybe 4. I think you got it.
Well, you heard it from the master himself. So I have potential.
Do we have a Moist Esports serious question that the
are you
boys
guys
can
how-
answer?
How excited are you guys now
Hey.
that Joyo,
Hey.
Rise, and Vatira have joined the team? Let's talk about those boys.
Hold on.
All right, there's no order in this press conference.
We got Jimmy Chu over here.
Yeah. We were wondering, how much do you regret signing Rizzo?
Oh.
Cletus Wagon Wheels.
Sounds good. Was there a specific moment watching a Rocket League event that made you want to join the scene with your own org?
Oh, that's a cool question.
It's right above how much does your nutsack weigh? So thanks, guys, for killing these questions.
We wanted to get in pretty much right away. Danny, in particular, had always kept his finger on the pulse of the community and like all of the esports events. So I'd always seen like a decent bit through him and watched a bit on my own. But it wasn't until, I don't know, maybe like November, somewhere in that ballpark, where I really got into the scene. I went through like the history of it and got glued to the Rocket League esports subreddit. What about you? When did you decide to get into Rocket League?
Basically when it came out, but for Moist specifically, I just know that like they were looking for like a really long time to actually find a team, and happy they finally got one.
And Rizzo's like 99.9% of the reason we got it.
Yeah, without Rizzo, we wouldn't have a team. Did Bethany, Simple Post, want to ask a question again?
Yeah, how did he expect the Rocket League scene would accept a non-tier 1 org, and how did he like the incredible warm welcome that Moist ended up receiving? That was for you, Rizzo.
That's for me. Well, I'd want to hear Charlie answer it too, but for me is like, I knew that the scene would love Moist. I was kind of surprised that people wanted like a tier 1 org, because I think tier 1 orgs are like lame kind of, in a way. It depends on the org, but I would say Moist is tier 1.
Oh.
It's like what really makes a tier 1 org at the end of the day?
I think like your Cloud9s and everything don't really put much into the scenes they enter, besides like 8 tweets that no one ever really cares about, and that's it. So they'll buy a team and just let it linger and die until you just forget. I don't know. I feel that way not just in Rocket League, but like everything. Like T1 has the best Smash Bros. Ultimate player with Leo, and all they ever do is make like a tweet when he wins, like, "Hey, Leo won again." It's like, okay, that's not exciting. That's boring, and they're not really involved in the scenes. So I just think tier 1 orgs don't really do much for the communities of the games they enter, aside from like some outliers where like I think like SSG does a lot for the communities they enter and stuff like that. But on the whole, I feel the more classical, traditional orgs run by suits are kind of boring. So I was happy to see people were really receptive to us coming in.
Yeah, there's a lot more passion with Moist. joining Rocket League for sure.
Yeah, we actually really love it. Wild Bill O'Reilly?
Do you consider not getting SRG and True Neutral a blessing in disguise, considering you now have one of the strongest rosters in the world?
I certainly do, because I still think those teams are really strong. I think our team right now is stronger, but more so than that, they vibe really well with us. Like, they're very entertaining people, and that's important to us, that it's like hype and it's fun, and it's not just them being extremely talented, but it's them being like fun to be around, and they make good content on their own right too, so it all just worked out really well for us.
Yeah, the personalities of the three players, it works so much better than it just works so much better with Moist. So I think it worked out really well.
Is Moist winning the World Championship this year?
Yeah.
One thing you guys need to learn, okay, and I'll teach you. Rocket League is very superstitious, but yeah, I'll give a yes.
You don't want to jinx anything.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx anything.
What sort of Moist Rocket League related content can we expect in the future?
Well, we're going to try and do Rocket League with a DDR pad today just to give it a whirl, but it didn't really happen today, unfortunately. In general, like all of the tournaments, we'll pretty much be doing watch parties for, which we always highlight. We even tried to take down Rizzo pretty recently for a video, which was a lot of fun. So just getting more creative with just Rocket League content in general. Nothing like in particular I can think of. I also played with Rise and Daniel on a stream and highlighted that because it was a lot of fun. So just doing more content in general, just nothing super specific. Maybe even paying that guy who made a real life Octane card to wrap it in Moist Esports. You look a little antsy. Oh.
Yeah. What are you doing differently than other orgs to set Moist Esports apart?
I'll let you answer as well. I think the main thing we do is support it beyond just paying for the team and letting them ride alone. Like, we talk to them, we watch them play, we don't take any of their prize winnings at all. That all goes to the players. We also give them a significantly higher pay than most other orgs from what I understand. And it's really just an org that focuses on like fun more so than the business aspect, because right now all I do is bleed money for it, like forever so far. And that's fine because the content slaps.
And that's fun.
What do you think Moist does differently than other orgs? You've been on some orgs.
Yeah, I've been around.
Some lamos.
Been around a little bit. Some lamos, yeah. A lot of the other orgs are like very, I wouldn't say like strict, but very businessy in suits. Moist again is very fun in comparison. It's very like laid back. Like you said with the players, how they actually like support them and stuff. They're also, for me, I think, am I the only content creator?
Yeah.
So as the only content creator.
There'll be so many more though, just wait, you'll have so many friends.
Oh yeah, I hope so. I need some more friends here. Please, somebody, join Moist with me. I know they were a lot more like creator friendly, creator focused, whereas a lot of orgs are super player focused, and it's like they don't really know how to work with creators. So Charlie being a creator himself, he understands what a creator would want.
I can't see your name.
Billy Applejuice.
No, that's not what your name tag says. Nikki, good vibe?
Yep. All right, that's me.
Goodbye.
When / is
Dyslexia.
Rizzo going to do content with the boys? The Rocket League boys.
Content with the boys. Ooh. I mean, I could do it whenever, honestly. Like anytime they want to. I don't know if he means just like playing with them or whatever, or doing like a more dedicated video sort of thing. When the LANs come around, I'll probably be doing like in-person content with them. And I could always obviously do stuff like online as well, but I haven't really been home all too much recently.
Do you think you could keep up with them?
Like how they play?
Yeah.
Like in-game?
Yeah.
Like in Rocket League?
Yeah, that's the one. Not like a foot race.
And a foot race too.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm pretty fast.
All right.
So foot race, yes.
What
Foot
about
race,
Rocket
yeah, I could keep up with them in a foot race. In Rocket League, no, they're way too good. These old man hands can't handle the game no more.
What are you again?
Yeah, we don't. Ancient in the Rocket League scene.
Are the rumors of you potentially being one of the subs for Moist Esports true?
I don't know. We'll have to ask management.
We could have like 8 subs. We could even have Danny on standby if need be.
Yeah, if Rizzo has a heart attack and falls over, I'll step in.
Garth Mahogany? Yeah, it looked like you're about to ask.
This is taken back to your specific roots. How did the branding Moistcr1tikal, which has now obviously bled into Moist Esports, come to be?
It started in college for our Wii U. We needed a character name, but Wii U was like super strict on goofy names, and I eventually just made Big Moist for it, and I thought that sounded cool because that's like a scary word. People get yuckied out by it for some reason.
That's true.
So then that just stayed with a lot of the shit I did, but I never put any thought into it. So like Critical was taken on Twitch, Big Moist was taken, and I was like, I'll just do Moist and Critical.
Oh, Big Moist would have been so nice.
I know that it was taken.
People aren't scared of the word anymore. Like, it's really advertiser friendly now. Like,
Yeah, I think we've destroyed the taboo.
make sure people know that it's like
Yeah.
a really safe word now.
Like in the past, it was taboo.
Yeah, it's kind of like how, stupid was a bad word for a while, actually.
So, like, stupid esports could work too. Good call.
We could be
Yeah.
stupid esports.
That could
True.
work. Yeah, I could see that.
Fred Tomlinson.
So would you say Nintendo actually helped you in creating your brand?
Unironically, yeah, just by being so archaic. I had to get real creative with a stupid name.
Will you guys be attending any LANs coming up?
I will if it's a drivable distance. I don't know about you.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to London, and Dallas is very easy for me to get to, so I'll more than likely just be going to Dallas as well.
So someone told me, this is for Charlie, someone told me that you were going to start flying, so why does a drivable distance matter?
Because it'd be a shorter flight. I can't drive to London. London's a 9-hour flight. That's a tough one.
I was talking to Paul Blankenship about this earlier, where I was saying if you fly to London and realize you hate it,
Yeah.
there's no way home.
Yeah, I'm fucking
without-
trapped.
Like, we'll have to, your team will have to move the whole operation over there, not me. This is Bahama Mama. That would not be a good situation.
Yeah, it just needs to be something where like I could drive back from if I have a traumatic experience or something like that.
I got it. Doug Dimmadome.
How did you guys meet?
Through Twitter.
Yeah.
He posted something like, I'm the orgless.
Yeah, I was like, which org should I join?
Yeah, and then I just made a tweet saying Moist Esports.
Was it Danny who saw the tweet first?
Oh, Danny saw it the second you posted it. Yeah, that's where that one started. On the beautiful hellscape of Twitter.
Thanks, Elon Musk.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Phil Barracuda.
People are wondering if you win worlds, what can they expect to see from your end? Tattoos, haircuts?
Well, a haircut would be like a punishment. Like, you wouldn't want me to get a haircut, right? Like, so that's not cool.
True.
I'd do a tattoo. I still want to get like the Gentleman album tattoo.
Consider like a teardrop for every.
Oh no.
But probably not face tattoo. Maybe like chest.
Where would the Moist logo go if you got it tattooed for winning worlds?
I'd do something cool for like my other pec. So I'd do like a chest piece, which would be really cool.
Absolutely. If we win worlds, I'll absolutely join you on that.
Yeah, that would be fucking awesome, I think, actually. Would you get a tattoo if we win?
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Imagine he just gets a whole sleeve of Moist Esports. Every single player's portrait on his arm.
Oh.
That'd be so fucking awesome.
What motivated you guys to do EU instead of NA?
Really wasn't so much like EU in particular, it was just that group. They were super hype, their play style was really entertaining, and they were available. Like, everything worked out. That was a team that, when we were watching the winter, all three of us were talking about Queso. Like, Matt and I were texting during it, like, Queso's fucking crazy, this is incredible. And then everything just worked out where pretty much right after that, Rizzo gave us the inside scoop that they might be available soon, so we started
Right.
brainstorming. Without Rizzo, it wouldn't have happened.
Oh, I think it was just a big thing with like availability, because I know you guys wanted to enter
Yeah.
the scene like pretty badly. Like Rocket League was the main game like they were looking for, and obviously we talked to other teams and stuff. Eventually, it just like led to that, which was the perfect scenario.
I'm gonna go for the 2-for-1, and I'm gonna ask, how did you manage that conversation with Team Queso?
It ended up just being like told to me in like a Discord conversation. It was actually one of my, after one of the podcasts that I do, the Chalked Cast. We're just a group of people in there, and somebody had brought it up, so I asked them, and then I told them, I was like, hey, like we should really like look at this, go immediately, and they like instantly responded like within 5 minutes. I was like, oh, this is perfect, and like both people were interested, and then it just like started from there.
It was really good timing. And just to set the record straight, we didn't get X True Neutral or Sandrock Not because we couldn't afford them.
Oh yeah, I saw that a lot. People
Yeah. Oh,
saying
yeah.
we couldn't afford them.
They chose different orgs that were more established. So True Neutral went with Complexity, even though the money was lower because they had access to things they didn't believe we did. and ex-Sandrock chose Falcons because they wanted to be more with a local org that they could like genuinely be right near and everything. So it was just Moist not being the right fit for those groups. Had nothing to do with the financial side.
And what is that, bro?
Zordon McAllister?
Yeah. What's next for Moist Esports, like generally outside of Rocket League?
I think the main thing for us is getting into these other like massive titles. I know a big one for us is Valorant and CSGO are two that we've talked about a lot. League is like a pipe dream right now just because it's so expensive and we're not there yet. But the other two seem more realistic for us. I don't know, what do you feel would be like another huge step for the I mean, you're a huge part of Moist Esports. What do you think is another massive step we should look at?
I think Valorant would be insane because it's like it's new and it's just on the rise instead of like something like even though something's like been around for a really long time, it doesn't mean it's like dying down. But when something's like just getting hyped up, it's a whole different story.
It's still riding a big wave of hype.
Yeah, exactly.
Audience wants to know, do we have to worry about you going bankrupt?
No, luckily the watch parties, like the streams with the Moist Esports content has been like really performing super well and people have been really generous. So it helps like mitigate the losses as well as like the merch and everything. But ideally we will have like a sponsor or two come in to help really take the load off in the future. But it's even if that doesn't happen for like a year or two, I still won't go bankrupt from Moist Esports. But I would prefer not to keep hemorrhaging so much money every month.
Sponsors, please come work with us because we have awesome stuff for you and our Twitter engagement literally is demolishing all the other orgs.
And be sure to drop your Twitch Prime sub
True.
at Moistcr1tikal.
And go to Moist Global to buy the sick merch.
Yes,
True.
moistglobal.com.
Directly supports every team.
Yeah.
Daily Mail.
Is Bigfoot real?
Yeah, what's your take on people AFK because they had to piss? Seems inexcusable.
I see.
Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah, you
I
can
think
take that one.
I think it's simple as that. You gotta pee, you gotta go.
Yeah, I say you just piss your pants.
Oh yeah, you can't leave it. It is inexcusable.
Yeah, I agree with Daily Mail.
I saw there was a hotly debated question on Rizzo's tweet that said if you could remove one letter from the word moist, what would it be?
Why would you remove a letter though? Do I have to?
You have to.
If I had to, I was forced to. Okay, remove the M. So it's just oist.
Moist Esports.
That's kind of like Scottish.
There's still some character there.
There is still a
Some
lot.
remnants.
The I, so it's just most. We'd be like fucking most
Esports.
epic
Most esports.
esport. Kiss your mom on the mouth because we're doing the most.
Alright, Sunless Khan asked, would you rather fight
The Reddit question I saw it.
one horse-sized chicken, or I think it was 1,000 chicken-sized horses?
I've always said just do the one.
Yeah, it seems
quick.
seems
Yeah, it's
more
quicker.
viable.
Even if you lose, it's whatever. At least you don't get blasted.
The size of that beak, though.
I feel like you would have a better chance of just like kicking the little horses.
I feel it's no different than like an Elden Ring boss though. Like I could probably just dodge.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Imagine,
Yeah. Yeah.
imagine the wingspan.
But with like 1,000 of them, you're not gonna iframe every attack.
Yeah, but you could probably outrun them though because they're like this big.
The small ones, I feel like they'd
Well,
be
we're
faster, more agile. I would still pick the one.
All right, I think we're good.
Yeah, that's all we have time for today.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
Yep. We're fucking out. Yep, we're out.
Big-
And fuck
big-
you guys.
big
Fuck
splash.
the media.
Wow.
Fake news, all of you. Bastards.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
there's our sticker for the beginning.
Oh yeah, I'll flip the table.
Get out of here. All of you.
I've had enough.